When did you and Cam decide that he would play half?
Well, I think all meetings with players and decisions like that, we make them in private and we keep them in private.
We will take your NIL deals if you think about making a tackle. The Pop-Tart Bowl. This Cam Ward situation is a little silly, right? If you don't remember, if you don't know, the goddamn anaphragmatic Pop-Tart Bowl happened. And it was goddamn Miami versus goddamn Iowa State. High-flying first half. Cam Ward, I think, threw for 3 tutters, something crazy. Phenomenal first half. And obviously, he's a projected first-round pick. But a lot of people are mad that he left the bowl game. So today, we're going to kind of talk about that controversy. Should we care about it? Do we need to care about it? It was Case Keenum's record that he broke all-time Division I passing touchdowns. Today, we're going to listen to actual Mario Cristobal talk about the whole situation. So before the bowl and then right after the loss, we're gonna listen to those interviews. Then we're gonna read some of these tweets, see how people feel about it. It will be a little rough on the kid. I'll show you how I feel and how I feel about it, man. I just appreciate y'all liking these videos, and if you do like it, like. If you don't, dislike it. Subscribe if you enjoy college football content. And let's start with these interviews. What he has to say about Cam Ward after the game.
Mario, when did you and Cam decide that he would play half, and what did you view as the pros and cons of having Cam Ward play the first half and replace him?
Well, I think all meetings with players and decisions like that, we make them in private and we keep them in private. So I'll defer not to answering questions in regards as it relates to that. But I know he played his best while he was in there, and certainly Andy Henry tried his best as well. Like Jalen said, we were rushing the ball really, really well. And just came up short.
And Mario, another question on Cam, just after being with him for the full season, when you look back down the road of what he did for you guys this season, what will stand out the most, and what do you think his legacy with the Hurricanes is?
Well, even more so the plays, the touchdowns, and the highlight reels were the fact that he played a major role along with guys like Jalen on bringing a team together. Which we know, again, don't want to beat a dead horse, but came back to Miami after 20 plus years to make sure that Miami gets back to a certain level, and these guys have elevated it tremendously. His play was spectacular, but again, I think all the other stuff, the intangibles, the behind the scenes stuff, the getting together, bringing players together, galvanizing a team and galvanizing a program, teaching guys how to watch tape. I mean, you name it, all the things that are required to be a really good Division I football player and a great teammate. He was exemplary.
I have to say that first off, Mario Cristobal as a coach and as a recruit is earning, or as a recruiter is earning a lot of points, and I see why he's a decent recruiter. Not to discredit Cam Ward at all, because I think and I believe these things, but just to be able to point that out is important as a head football coach. Second off, I think the things that he's saying is extremely important. Cam Ward needs to be highlighted. This is a dude who started at Incarnate Ward, who did it the hard way, who went to Wazoo, went big up there. I understand it because I keep up with Miami football. Shout out to Denzel Perryman. If y'all think I don't keep up with Miami football, I keep up with Miami football. Shout out to Denzel Perryman one more time. That's a fun group, a legacy blue blood group to keep up with. And the fact that they've been partially Tate Martell, the fact that they, I'm sorry, I just had a Tate Martell flashback. The fact that they have, really go look at, they've been struggling for some years, and Cam Ward's coming in, and the NIL helping, and the transfer portal kind of all coming together. Cam Ward was the bow up top. Even if I don't, if I ignore him possibly helping get people in and help get recruits, if I ignore all of that, he was one of the better quarterbacks we've seen in the last decade for Miami. And a lot of people are saying he's one of the best quarterbacks in Miami football's history. One of the best, obviously. You got some of the greats to come through Miami, so we're not going to go. I think, and this is where the hot take comes in, I think that doing what he did for Cam Ward and letting him just go for a half and get his record and then sit, that is positive for recruits. I know that sounds crazy. The media might not like it. The old fogies might not like it. But if you're Mr. Florida football player of the year, and you're a quarterback that wants to come play for the U, and you're like, hey, I want to be a record-breaking guy. Going back to college football 25, hey, man, his incentive, his deal breaker, I think that's what it's called. I want to break records. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on the top of the FBS records all time. How about I let you play 2 quarters and get the little record on? You know what I'm saying? Like, Mario can say that. I say all that positive to talk about some negative, because people were grilling him. People were not too happy about it. So in the world of opt-outs and things of that nature, it seems that you can never have it any other way. Again, I want y'all to remember this was a Pop-Tart Bowl and the game was within the score and Miami was leading at most point. Let's go to ESPN because I'm tired of it. Wait, no, I don't even have to go to ESPN. I'm sorry because I got a board ready for you, dog. Like I got them things. I got it ready for you. So I can go over here. Look at this, man. Like we're not going to act like Miami didn't have this game in the bag. So if y'all going to hate, fine, hate. But this was a fumbled victory. This was a defense that didn't want to play defense to finish off the game like they didn't want to play defense at the start of the game. So to put this on Cam Ward, when most of the offense was on the running game through Martinez, right? We can go to the box score. You can see the running here for what running game for Miami. Where's it at? Rushing attempts, 308 yards on the ground for Miami. Even when Cam Ward was in the, 193 touchdowns, smooth, 12 for 19, efficient day in the first half. He gave you 3 touchdowns to the air. Like what else does he need to win a Pop-Tart Bowl, dog? This isn't the playoffs. He allowed a younger player to get some shine, hopefully get some look and some NIL, and now people with god dang the trucker hats and nice clothes I understand that god dang Cam Ward is my type of quarterback, son. It's 1,000% worse than opting out. How dare you allow your team to lose the Pop-Tart Eating Bowl? Cam Ward quitting on his team halfway through a game because he already broke some personal record is everything that is wrong with college football. Y'all will complain about anything. Anything. Hey man, people are opting out too much. I just can't deal with it. Oh, so you want to opt in but only play a half because you're a projected first round pick and you're up at half. What are we talking about? What? I feel bad that Cam Ward played in the fucking Pop-Tart Bowl. The Pop-Tart Bowl, guys. Did y'all read the name of it? You should, if you're going to talk about Cam Ward, you have to read the full thing. Cam Ward quitting on his team halfway through the Pop-Tart Bowl game because he already stop! Because if you put Pop-Tart Bowl game right there, people would stop and say, wait, what are you talking about? The Pop-Tart Bowl? Yes, yeah, he got a personal record because he earned it. Because he's been playing college football at an elite level. I'm sorry about it. Sorry about it. Here we go. Cam Ward is loved by his teammates. Didn't have to play in the bowl game at all. Came in to break a record he's worked for. Then sat in the second half. So his backup would have the opportunity to be elevated. But again, y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about people getting better opportunities. Y'all don't care about development. This player who's had to sit behind Cam Ward, right? Finally getting his opportunity this year on the big stage. Now he absolutely laid a steaming polish, but hey, it happens to the best of us, big guy. But y'all don't care about his teammate getting shine. Y'all don't care about everyone else getting burned. Y'all don't care that Miami was leading most of this game. Y'all don't care that it was 300 yards on the ground and Miami still lost the game, but it's Cam Ward's fault somehow. Y'all just don't watch football, dog. It's fine, man. Same people criticize. Shout out RG3 sometimes has good takes. Same people criticizing Cam Ward sitting out in the second half of the Pop-Tart Bowl would be saying how dumb it was for him to play if he got hurt. He didn't have to play at all. Instead, he gave us a half of jaw-dropping football. Amazing football. Y'all don't like football. If you watch the first half of that Iowa State-Miami game, it was like they were just scoring for no reason. It was like, this is awesome. No one's playing defense. It was literally like the referees walked up to each individual defensive player and said, we will take your NIL deals if you think about making a tackle. Like, I was like, oh, yeah, I like it. So, shoo, I don't really care what y'all got to say about that. Cam Ward's going to be a first-round draft pick. This didn't hurt his draft stock, unlike Shador, who did hurt his draft stock in his bowl game. So, leading up to the gosh darn dance, you had Mario Cristobal on Inside the U. Shout out to Inside the U. Give him a like, give him all that fun stuff. And he's talking about the Cam Ward Bowl situation. What's up?
And I'm wondering if you've had conversations yet with your players to get an idea of who will be playing in the game. And I guess I think people probably want to know about Cam Ward.
Well, I'm sure people do. Again, we've really worked hard at culture around here and has improved tremendously over the last few years. So I feel we have a group that wants to play, that is excited to play. Certainly, if there was any news, I would get that to you guys, but feel really strongly about that opportunity. And I think it's important that our guys, anyone playing and closing out the season, understands the importance of that next step for a program like ours. And I think our guys do. So I'm looking forward to getting on the field with our players.
All right, we'll take our next one from Jordan McPherson. Jordan, you can go ahead when you're unmuted.
Yeah, thanks so much. Hey, Mario, I wanted to ask just over the next 3 weeks how you guys are going to be handling things. Obviously, you got the transfer report. You got to deal with the extra practices that you guys are going to be getting. Just how do you balance the time that you have between looking for the future and also getting guys ready for what's right in front of you guys?
You dedicate the same amount of time that you always would throughout the course of the year. You just got to realize as a coach that your day is just, it's already long, but it's that much longer. But you don't compromise either. I want to be really clear about that. The opportunity to play in the postseason is an honor that is earned. And I always want to treat that as such. And I think that's important for the University of Miami and everyone associated with the University of Miami to understand that earning a chance in the postseason is something that is earned and that has to be approached with absolute professionalism and eagerness to do really, really well. And at the same time, certainly the other moving parts of building and continuing to progress a college football program revolves around recruiting, revolves around the portal, both your players and players that are going to have opportunities to come to the University of Miami. And it doesn't stop. You just stay the course. We've always been a very driven, hardworking program, and that's not going to change. As a matter of fact, it'll be upped and amped up even more.
Very interesting that he said that. I think that it was a good game, and at the end of the day, a bowl game about Pop-Tart. As long as it's good football, it's good football. I understand that bowl season used to be super big for recruiting, right? I think people forget about that. Not just, kids coming early, because I don't think kids could come early back then, but just showing potential recruits, hey, this is how we get down. Hey, we're in a bowl game every single year. Hey, we get to go to Hawaii. So like I talked about in my other Colorado video, as a program starts to build up its marketing per se, when it comes to, trying to recruit, there's certain levels to it. You're going to play good football, we might get you to the NFL. And by the way, in your sophomore, freshman, junior years, you might go to Miami. We might go to Las Vegas for a bowl game. We might go to Hawaii for a bowl game. We're going to get extra swag. We're going to get you an NIL incentive. We're going to go, it's a way to take that program and put a cherry at the end and add to their recruiting. Bro, everything's recruiting. Uniforms is recruiting. Stadium, Boise State's blue field. If you don't think that doesn't help them with people who want to play on the blue field, you haven't played football with the type of people I'll play football with. Dog, free burritos, Tudor's biscuits can get me over there. Shout out to my man Charles Huff. So if you don't like people playing in bowl games, and stop watching college football. Y'all be great. Leave a like if you like it, dislike if you don't like it, subscribe if you enjoy college football content. Yeah.